Is this working? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I have been away for a while. There's been a lot of work to do in real life, and all of this, it's just generally busy, but nothing bad at least. Music is still something that I'm doing. I'm never gonna stop. So I haven't stopped, and there's new music on its way. So this is what I wanted to talk about. See, on December 20th, I released my last single, which was called Scream. And there's a little something about that song that I haven't really revealed at any point. So now is the point in time where I want to talk about it. Essentially, if you all know The Posture of Sin, which is my favorite track from last year, you will know that it's a bit of a longer song, and it is an old song. It is a song that I wrote almost 13 years ago. So imagine that. And I'm glad I found it, and I'm glad I was able to bring it back. And the album version is going to be a little bit longer than what you've all heard so far. Now, part of The Posture of Sin was kind of the Scream song really goes well lyrically. But this time around, I approached the Scream track differently, because I was thinking about unused lyrics on The Posture of Sin. Like, I think originally the track was 10 minutes long, so we shortened it down to 8 minutes. And the theme, the song was different the first time I recorded it, right? It was this really slow paced, just, the picking guitar essentially, and it had additional lyrics, and the lyrics were, can you see what I see? Can you feel what I feel? Something like that, something in those regards. And back then, when I wrote The Posture of Sin, so basically 13 years ago, I actually was inspired by the Saw movies, due to it also having those elements of being inspired, motivated by the idea of empathy, or the idea of essentially walking in someone else's shoes, and the fact that so many people have lost the ability to do that. And it's funny because it's a song that I wrote 13 years ago, and imagine, that's aged in quite the unique way. So I wanted to take those lyrics with me. But then I went to the Oomph concert back 2 years ago, and that was quite the experience for me. It left quite the impression with me. I was really happy about it. It was on my birthday, so like, first we didn't know who the new singer was, so I was a little bit skeptical, because you have things like COVID. So do you really want to go to each concert, or does it really, you really want to be careful, or at least I want to be careful for my health. And there were many reasons why, and so I didn't know who's the singer. And then, when we saw who the singer was, and it sounded very much like old Oomph, I thought, well, that's pretty cool. And then the concert was on my birthday, and they offered a meet and greet package, which I then thought, obviously, well, it's on your birthday, and there's a meet and greet that you always wanted to do with a band that you really love. I had to do it, right? And it was wonderful, and I loved it, and I keep thinking about it, and it's I don't know, like if there are people out there who have never been to meet and greets or something like that, I do recommend them. If you have the $50, if you have the $100, or depending how much it costs, to really meet someone who you really love, then go for it, right? There's no sometimes you see the good in people from afar, right? And you see people being down to earth, being kind, and all of that. And those are the people that I want to surround myself with, and I like that. And so, coming back to the songs, though, when I was looking for ideas for what was going to be Scream, essentially, I experimented and looked through what I had, and of course I wanted something dark, rocky, and industrial. But then I always thought, I was always playing with the idea of doing something in German at some point, and the experience with Oomph really wanted to make me go there and try it, so I did. And also another thing that I did was keep the lyrics simple enough so that I can translate it into English, because there's this one thing I've been thinking about. Like right now we have, I don't want to say it, like 6 songs for the 3rd album, and I'm thinking, well, okay, so essentially the Scream track was originally written in German for the first time, and so now I'm kind of thinking about, would it be kind of disruptive to have an English album with a single German track, or do you release a full English album with the German bonus track? Right, these are the kind of the things that I'm thinking about the future, in terms of all of this, right? And also I feel like I've been struggling with, how do I, what the German version of Scream, so what do I call it? It's funny because Scream was done, even the title, it was all figured out at some point, and what was missing though was a title for the German version of the song. So I wrote Der Schulz from Oomph, and I said I did a song, and it's kind of like inspired, leaned on Oomph and the experience that I was lucky enough to be a part of 2 years ago. And I asked him if he wanted to give this song a listen, and he did. And he said that he liked it, and that he would call the track Nur für mich. And I mean, I'm having kind of a little deja vu or deja vu. Like when I saw, there's a meet and greet, it's the 10th of November, now you have to go. When I saw, Der Scholz saying good job, essentially, and I would call it Nur für mich, it was the same kind of thought that I had. It was like, well, now you have to do that. Now you have to go to the concert. Now you have to call the track Nur für mich, which is a way better track than the working title, because that was Blut, which is blood in German. And that being said, I think you're all caught up with everything I wanted to say. I believe Nur für mich is going to be my next single. There is more coming after that. I've not been lazy. I've just been busy. And now we're going to try and ramp up the videos for YouTube. And I want to say also, there's a little something I need to say to everyone who has been or is around me. I've been, I feel like 2025 strangely has given me more energy, more motivation, inspiration, and I feel okay. I feel good. I feel somewhat in control of everything around me. I have less toxic people around me, which is a blessing. It's an interesting year, right? It's unsettling in the world climate, but other than that, I think it's an interesting year, at least for me. And one reason for this is that there have been people around me just in the last couple of weeks giving me a lot of strength, and I'm really thankful for that. But I also want to say to everyone else who I may not know personally, if you are a subscriber of my channel, it really means the world. I am so thankful for every single person who listens, who likes, who streams my songs. It really is a dream come true, and I feel like I don't say it enough, so I wanted to say it. Thank you all for being here. The people on Patreon are also a blessing. Thank you all so much for being a part of this project and for giving your feedback and for being so excited about new tracks. Every Patreon will be credited on all of my music videos, so please do consider becoming a Patreon. But also, every subscriber is really it's amazing. So thank you for that. Any type of support helps. So I'm going to say thank you again to everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and there will be new music here soon. So I'll see you soon. Also, if you guys want to write a comment, I can respond to the comments. If you have anything you want to know, a question, I don't know, something to start a conversation, I'd be happy to, because a lot of people are really, your comments are great, and I think I should respond to them. And just let me know if that would be cool. Like, we could do something weekly if enough comments come in. So that being said, thank you all again. Take care and good night.